So, but you have to understand, number one, the devil is the accuser of everything that God does. And the devil is accuser of the brethren. If he's an accuser of the brethren, he surely is an accuser of nations as well. And when you look at America, you have to understand, comparing this land to many lands, it has sent forth missionaries, it has built hospitals, it has fed many that are sick, it's given clothing to those that are naked. This land has done a tremendous amount of relative good. And if you're an accuser, you'll always find something wrong. But you got to understand, compared with what nations are, this nation has become the strongest nation in the world. And when you're the strongest, what happens? There's temptation to exercise in ways that are not what they ought to be. But America has been relatively very much in tune with what is right. And you'll find sin in human beings, you'll find sin in nations, but God has blessed America. And I want to ask you a question. What if it wasn't Christianity, but some other religion that had been promoted? What if it wasn't God's will, but the desire was to bring everybody into slavery? You need to thank God that in the midst of all that has happened, the devil comes to steal and to kill and destroy. But Jesus has come that we might have life and have it more abundant. And in a relative sense, there has never been a land that poor people have done as well as in America in the years that have been up till now. You look and you find the poor have refrigerators, the poor have wash machines, the poor drive automobiles, the poor have clothes to wear, the poor have food on their table, the poor have the ability to go to a hospital in an emergency room. And before you tear the land up too far, thank God that in a time of sin, God still has let good happen. And thank God for America. Praise God for America. Thank God for America. Where would you want to go in this hour? I'm thankful. I want to go on my knees and pray. God bless America today. I take you back to 2 Chronicles. I was here last week. I returned chapter 7 and verse 14. And it begins, this verse says, if, and that scares me when a verse starts with if, because it tells me there's two sides of a coin. It tells me there's not just one thought, but there's two thoughts there. And I look and I see in that moment a variable in this verse. If my people, which are called by my name, I want to tell you, you're more important than sometimes we think. You look around about and you think what is really important is that group. What really is important is the politician. What really is important is some other area. But I want to tell you, what's important this hour, first and foremost, is God. God is all-powerful. God can destroy the work of the devil. God can defeat the power of the enemy. God is bigger than any problem you can have. God is bigger than any problem you'll ever have. God is bigger and